But to start with, let's give you a video describing how best to use the top to align your position, because this is a key part of developing, especially young players that are still growing, but adults as well can get themselves in a better position to turn, hit the ball consistently better, and actually hit straighter, more consistent golf shots. So, T-spine top, part one, the basics. You'll see that I've got the T-spine top on, and what you'll notice first of all obviously is the lines that go up the middle and the lines that indicate the hip position here. So the T-spine here coming from the thoracic spine, this part here of the spine, creating almost like a T effect. The number one, the most important thing that we're looking to do is when we set up is to try and align the lower T-spine. So if you imagine the T here and the hips coming up this way like a reverse T, to try and line that up, number one, square, absolutely square. So a lot of people, you'll see them, they'll set up twisted, one hip will be higher, very, very difficult to load, create power and rotate around the neutral spine angle from that position. So when you're in the mirror, when you've got your top on, so go into the position and check and try and get the hips as evenly positioned as possible. Now, a big part in that process will be the width and position of your left foot. If you put the left foot too far out, it naturally will twist and turn you into a bad position. If you have the left foot too narrow, you'll again see that there's a twisting, but in the opposite direction. So what we're looking to do, and every person is slightly different depending on the width of their shoulder blades and their scapula here and the size of their foot, is to find the best position for your left foot that naturally helps to position this in a nice even line. So from my position, around about here is very good for me. So from that position, so I put the club down, that naturally tends to get me into quite a strong position. Okay, so what I want you guys to do first of all is I want you to set up into a normal position and just go into a normal golf position where you normally go. So I normally go here, and this is my fault because I go too wide with this left foot and it twists this hip up, opens me, and from there now I have to make a lot of compensations and I can't do it consistently. So for me, my position is here, but I want you guys to go into your position, your natural position, and check in the mirror and see where naturally are you. And once you get that position, I want you then to rectify it, correct it, and then feel the difference. Now when I correct my position, first thing I feel is obviously a slight tilt this way here with the hips. I also feel as though my arms then naturally sort of connect onto the chest in a much better way, more neutrally, that position. And the last thing I feel is I feel this side of my body here, the glutes, having to work a lot harder. And this is the key. So once I get that sensation that this glute is switched on more and working harder, then I'm able to then go into the correct position. And what we want to do obviously is get that to become your natural position, a natural position where everything is naturally aligned. Okay? So once you've got that position and you're starting to feel the position is correct, and you can see the position is correct, then what I want you to do is turn your attention to the upper tee here, the top of the tee. Now, when we play golf, the position of the hands, the grip, plays a big part in this. If you are a neutral gripper of the golf club, so I'm going to show you on a close-up here, neutral would be one knuckle, two knuckles, maybe a little bit of the third knuckle on the left hand. And then the right hand comes in and it matches that, so the palms facing together, and you grip the golf club in that manner there, yeah? That position will naturally set you up to tilt your spine slightly away from the target. Okay, so that's a neutral position and my spine matches that. If you're that guy, this hip, the lower hip, should come up a little bit more. because obviously what we're trying to do is match the two tees, so this top tee and the low tee, and we want to also match that to the grip. So once I've done that, I'm now in a correct position to make a good wind into the backswing and to wind and rotate around the spine in a neutral process, in a neutral way. When that's done, you will hit the ball straighter than you've ever done before. And the key obviously is to actually keep on repeating that process. But what most of us do is we go back into our old habits, our old positions the next day or in the afternoon or whenever it might be, and all of a sudden that good work that was done before disappears. So this is the importance of getting the T-spine position correct, and day after day building a structure around your neutral position that enables you to turn in a pure way and hit great golf shots. So this is why it's so important, because over 75% of faults for golfers stem from address position. So when we set up in some way, some sort of twisting, some sort of misalignment, and then what happens is it affects the golf swing, it changes the way that the club comes away. If I was to do this, the club comes away more out here, for example. If I was to do this, the club will come away more in here. So the whole process starts with addressing the T-spine and aligning your position. Now, if you're a player that likes a stronger grip, so a stronger grip, let's go into a close-up, might be 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 knuckles. The right hand should match that position. So the right hand again is going to come more under if you're that guy. Now here's the deal. If you are that guy, you then have to get the spine more tilted away from the target, because that then matches that grip. Yeah. Also, you'll have to then get your left hip to sit a little bit higher. Yeah. So now if I'm going to rotate from a stronger position, I'm going to rotate around that sort of position there. But crucially, when you do so, you have to be able to transfer weight very well, because when you're tilted more away from the target, the address position, you must then transfer weight better to get over onto the left side to hit your golf shots. So there's very few players, I believe, that should have a really strong golf grip, because their footwork and their weight transfer doesn't support that position. The last position, which is quite common and becoming more and more common, is a more of a weak grip. So if I come in close to the camera, again you'll see maybe 1, maybe 2 knuckles here. So that means that the hand there is not turned away very much, the shoulder sits more down, the right hand comes on again, neutral and palms facing, and from that position, what you'll see in the address position here is again, nice and neutral position here, but the spine will not twist away as much. The spine angle will tilt slightly away. And what you'll notice is that tends to get people a little bit more symmetrical at set position, and it's much easier to just transfer weight because you don't have to move over so much and just rotate around the swing. So this position is becoming more popular in professional golf. So people like Patrick Reed, these other guys. But again, very important to match your T's, yeah? The lower T spine and then the upper T spine here, to try and match them up. Okay, so all the time you're looking in the mirror, you're looking to realign the position, realign the feet, in particular the left foot, and match that with the grip. So those are the key basic principles of using the T-spine alignment system. And the key for improving is to day after day get into the same good position that matches your position, your grip, connects your arms to the body, and from there you'll start to develop more and more consistency in your golf. So what I recommend is that people use the T-spine top every day. Yeah, every day while you're training for at least 3 or 4 weeks, and then what you'll start to notice is, wow, I'm getting into the same position. Yeah, that feels comfortable. And then from there, if you want to go and do some body prep, some squats, some exercises, some movements around that position, you'll then get stronger and stronger and stronger. So this is where the T-spine can be used both on the golf course, at the driving range, but also in the gym as well, to train form, because form is everything. If you get your form right, your spatial awareness improves, your balance will get better, and you will rotate around a nice neutral spine position. So I hope that helps. I'll be going over this with you guys in person, which obviously beats a video, but for now I hope this will give you a good start to take things forward, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Any questions, shoot me a WhatsApp or an email, +34 622 678 227, or you can email me as usual at info@worldplayersacademy.com.